Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here. Welcome back to Shadows of Undrentide. Okay, so there's Ashtara, the Asabi merchant prince. Attempting to attack him knocks you down. Alright, so he's really the only viable store in this entire chapter. That key lets you leave this room. So, what he wants is pretty simple. He wants to loot the entire Netherese city of Undrentide, right? Of all its many treasures. Of which there aren't many. Most of the books fall apart in your hands. Some books don't, but most do. And most of the gear that you find is rusted and only worth a little bit of money. And it's worse to use than basic equipment. Sometimes you find some magical stuff. So, what he wants is, I'm not rested. Really? That's the thing you're gonna make me do now? Okay, well then why did I need to find a secure room? Where is a secure room? What do you mean it isn't safe? Do I have to speak to this loser? So I can't rest at all. The frick? Can I if I'm all the way down here? Oh, what is a secure room? What does that mean? I have never had this happen before because I've pretty much never needed to rest. Great, so yeah, there's lots of spiders and beetles. Okay, I'm just gonna explain it then. Ashtara wants me to kill the shield golems that are wandering around Undrentide. All of the outer areas. So you have this main central place we're in, and then a north, an east, and a western section. There's like 20 shield golems that he wants me to destroy. There's a command ring that lets you insta-kill them. And I think the easiest way to reach it is through here, but I'm really not sure. Oh, yep, and the place is filled with spiders, which normally I would thrash, but because I don't have my bonuses for stupid reasons, I guess I can't. Each one of these groups has got a queen with it. They're everywhere. Oh my goodness. And now it's even worse. I hate the music. I do not like the music in this place. Okay, it's dead. Can I take care of this now? So, you could find the tomb of the guy that made all of the golems. And you can loot the ring off of it that will let you instantly kill stuff. I need to see if this is, like, destruction to undead. I want to see what happens if I throw that on an undead at some point. I'd say another firestorm, probably. Yeah, let's go with that. Actually, mass heal. Oh. What is its area of effect? A large target. I'm gonna have to try that on some undead too. Fun stuff there. I don't know. Extra implosions. I don't really use those spells anyway. Most stuff doesn't require it. I think that's like, oh. If I drop an implosion, will that kill all of them? Probably not. They'll knock me out of it. Just watch. They didn't. And it did. Sweet. Yeah, it's 50 shuriken. Alright, there's one of the shield guardians. Oh, wow. I deal, like, no physical damage. I wasn't dealing any physical damage, really. Yeah, see? It'll update your quest every time you kill one. Throwing axes. Taste of my wrath. So is it going to pull the same "it's a dangerous area to rest" nonsense? Because if it is, I can't rest anywhere, which is a big problem. Yeah, I have no idea what that means. There's a spider in here. Those are nice boots, actually. Oh my goodness, why do they get to crit so much? Really? Okay, I need to try something else. I have a potential plan. I'm just gonna loot this room and then I'll see about it. Alright, I'm taking off. Back to where I came from. Okay, so let me see here. Its shop's been destroyed. It's called the Golem Emporium in the northwest portion of the city, though it's hard to say which had pointed north when the city flew. So, does one of these tell me? I'm not sure. How do you... Wait a second. That's east. This is east. So if this is east, up here is north? It should be, right? Yeah. So north is north, but that can't be right, otherwise it would just say that. If I could get the ring, well, no, it'd still be a problem, because I'd have to fight my way through the spiders and the beetles. The golems would instantly die, but clearly they're not the big problem here. It's these stupid super poison spiders who keep hitting me because my armor class is terrible, because I'm only using the armor so that I can get regen bonuses because I could enchant it. Gah. It's really enraging, because that has never happened to me in the past. Alright, the Temple of Winds, this is what this whole chapter is really about. It's getting through this thing. You need 3 winds that you get from 3 towers that you can't access till Ashtara lets you. Okay, you can rest in here, thank God. Basically, you need to pick up these 3, like, magical wind orbs and put them in this arc. And then it will bore down the entrance to the gateway, and then you can get up into the temple. That's where Herodias is up this thing. Each of the winds is located in each of the towers down the east, west, and north sections, and you can't go down any of them until Ashtara releases the distance constraints on the slave collar. He never takes off the slave collar because he doesn't want you to kill him. But he'll let you explore once you kill the golems. Alright, it's either... I know that it's not down the east. I'll try the west direction and see if that looks more correct to my eyes. Before I do that, I just want to run down all of these lengths and see if I can get some more spiders to spawn so I can kill them. I can kill them now before they become a big pain later. Like that. Because all of those outer sections connect to one another, so you don't ever have to leave them until you're done. But the central area here, yeah, a bunch of rusted and rotted stuff. I guess they didn't enchant their things. Oh, some beetles. Okay, this is strange. So you find these things. This is clearly not a beholder tyrant, right? That's a beetle, not a beholder. Yet they call them that. They're just like super strong stag beetles that are only found in this one location in the entirety of the game. Very strange. And spitting fire beetles are out here. It's the only place I ever see them either. The beholder tyrants are worth a lot, though. And then this shrub has the Giving Branch. It's a ranger and druid item. Alright, so I'll run down the length of this and see if this is where the ring is at so that I can destroy the golems. No, this is not it. I'll be back. So I was right in the first place. You get a lot of XP just for discovering things. Picking up that first book gave me 300. Walking into the place with the Temple of the Winds was worth 500. Each golem is worth several hundred to kill, and picking up the ring is worth, I think, over 1,000. Like, there's XP all throughout this place. Mostly because the enemies have such a sharp difficulty spike from before. Yeah, you fight actual beholders in Hordes of the Underdark. I don't know who was smoking what when they made this enemy, because there's something very wrong with that. So there is, yeah, you get XP just for approaching the doors on the various towers. So that's the library. Then there's a crypt and a mage tower. The mage tower is something I will not be thoroughly exploring. You'll see why when I get there. Which will probably be next episode. Okay, so it looks like the golem ring is in the north section. That's weird. Why would the game say there's no way of knowing which direction is which anymore, if it actually was north? Oh, that's a lot of spiders. Really? Why do I have such terrible fortitude saves that can keep happening? At least I have such an insanely high strength by default that it's hard to break through it. Plus all of the fire. I could always use my magic more often. But I'm one of those people who always thinks I'm going to need it later. And that if I don't have to use it right now, I shouldn't. And then every now and then I'll get into that mood of, I might as well. And then I just start hurling it around like it's candy. Okay, this is it. This guy will tell you that his master is buried here. He's buried behind this door. And his ring is in this sarcophagus. He doesn't like it if you disturb his master's body. But it doesn't matter. So, with this... No, we're not going to put it there. There we go. I'm just going to use this for convenience sake. On any golems in this entire area, you can do that. It'll freeze them in place and open up their special inner workings, reducing them to 1 hit point and holding them there until they're dead. It was there to keep them docile so he could work on them. That key, I think, would let you into his sarcophagus. It might still be worth a gold piece. So we still have the bugs that are all over this place. I'll kill all of them on my way through it. But now I can instantly nullify the golems at will. Golems who I hope are immune to their own spells, otherwise they'll kill themselves. Alright, there's 2 right here. And some spiders. The spiders will rip these golems up. Since I have 3 implosions, I might as well throw one on them. Ha! Alright, this is the crypt. The crypt is pretty bad, too. You know, all of these towers are bad. Looking back on it, I don't like going through any of them. I don't think you want to be hit by, like, 10,000-year-old Nether East choking powder. That sounds like it'd be really unpleasant. Alright, this area should take me down to the last fragment.
Let the earth take you.
I'm just kind of looking at him threateningly, and he's getting torn to pieces. Really? It didn't even hit the Queen Spider or the Beholder Tyrant? Well, there's the Arcanist Tower. A trident. That is not a common find. Mostly because it's a weapon that is not in the base game at all. That's like a Pirates of the Sword Coast added weapon. Pirates of the Sword Coast is a confusingly made sub-adventure that they added into the game later, which I owned at one point, but don't think I do anymore. I played through it, wasn't a big fan. It had its moments, but nothing worth going back to, in my opinion. So there's a pretty cool gem in one of these. I think back here. Yes. If you can't use True Seeing at will like I can, that thing there lets you cast it once per day for free. It's pretty cool. This is just a light stone, I believe. Use blindness, light, and sunbeam. Light can be used with charges. Wait. All of its charges. Yeah, that's a problem. I don't like charges, because that means eventually my item is going to run out. So now we're back here. There's a few more golems in this area. Some of those, if you're wondering why I pick them up every time, some of them will survive being crumbled and are worth a gold piece or two. But the age just breaks most of them down. I always found the design of this last area very strange, with the last chapter of Shadows of Undrentide. They were going for a whole different feel. One which just didn't seem to fit most of the time. Although I can see what they were trying to accomplish. A lot of chainmail +3. That's my 5th set of it that I've found. Oh, there isn't one in here. Just more freaking spiders. I think this should be the last group of spiders then. Yeah, that one survived. So is that all the golems? Oh yeah, it was 10 of them. So now I can go back and tell him. He'll be all happy for that. He'll take the ring as well. The Golem Maker's Ring, just in case any of them survived your wrath. He can effortlessly destroy them afterwards. And then he'll loosen the restraint so you can go to the outer towers. $1,500. And then I can come back and buy and sell from him. But all of his quests are then picked up into one journal entry and completed. So now I've got to get to 3 wins. Let's go to the library first. I should be able to clear it out in this episode. What in the world? Okay. And then once I'm done with that, I'll go back and sell, and that'll be it. This tower is a huge hassle to clear out. And it's really just because of all the things you have to identify. It's filled with mephits. And each one of these ancient mephits drops bullets +2, I believe. And bullets +2 have to be identified before they can be picked up. And then they're super annoying to sell and not worth a lot of money. But like with everything, if I can pick it up, I have to pick it up. And so yeah, if you just want to skip ahead like 5 or 10 minutes until I've killed all of them in this area, I would completely understand. I would do the same thing, but I've got to shove through it myself. Frankly, if I could skip ahead 5 or 10 minutes, I would. I dread the entire game going through this one area because of it, because it's just such an inconvenience. And it doesn't seem like there's a lot of them when it's just out there, but then you get in here and you see the rest of them. The big old dust elemental's not that bad. Just really kind of a slight annoyance. The problem most of them have is to like throw some blindness and darkness stuff at you. Which I guess isn't a big deal for me. I can just use True Sight and see anyway. But a lot of them do try various concealment tactics. I hate that these aren't all identified by default. Other regular magical items are. That's a pretty nice one. A pretty cool one, at least. Particularly because it just lets you use light infinitely. So whenever you need some light, you just take out the goblet. I never had much application for it, but I always thought it was neat. Too heavy? Oh, wow, I am carrying a lot of weight. It's probably all that friggin' chainmail. Yeah, that lifted like 100 pounds off of me. Wow. Did that actually petrify them? What does that do? Oh, well, that killed most of the minor ones. Oh, there we go. Blinded. I have blind fight, and it's very much temporary, so I'll just wait it out. Yeah, there we go. There's like one more room of them. And that room contains 3 groups like this. No, strike that. There's probably 2 more rooms. The last room has 3 massive piles of them. They're not even dangerous, they're just annoying. Yeah, there's still this room with a bunch of them. I can at least kill the majority of them with that. So I have to roll like a 1 to fail my fortitude save on those things. Got another 200 XP just for picking up that book. You can skip a couple rooms of this place if you hate it, just by going through that door. Okay, this one over here is the big one. Just get that over with and try to hit them with as many area effect spells as I possibly freaking can. I don't have any... Oh, wait a second. I know what I've got. Nice big ol' storm for you. Bam. Alright, now I'll get to work. The storm should kill a bunch of them over time. Oh, I love it. Kill the elementals. Oh, that's sweet. Totally unnecessary, but I think it well exemplifies how I feel about them. Okay, I think that's all of those. They give you a Rod of Resurrection there every time, although I don't think you have any need for it. I always wanted to try using it on a particular thing that you encounter in a little bit, but you can't. I found another way to remedy the situation, though. One which I didn't know you could until my last playthrough. Okay, so I think the quill is in here. The quill is not in there. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to read the novel The Beggar's Love. This dude will tell you how sad he is that his love, Gendra, has been taken by her mother into a terrible cult. He's a beggar who's like blind and lame and can't help her, and she's gone forever. So you go inside. And the crazy cult is sure enough doing exactly what he said they were going to do. Her mother took her and is sacrificing her to a demon. All of this stuff is rusted or rotted. So you gotta kill a demon. Down it goes. Another one of those things. That quill is important. Without the quill, you cannot leave this area. Those are both nice items. As is the planar mace. But you cannot resurrect Gendra there. And attempting to go back and talk to William will result in the door telling you you've already read past that part of the book. You can't go back. Because remember, we're inside a storybook right now. So now that you have the quill, you can open this and read this one, which takes you to one of the hells. That guy there, Karsus the Archwizard, is the wizard who caused the cities of Netheril to fall out of the sky. It was in arrogance and short-sightedness, but it caused the fall of a civilization and the deaths of probably millions, I believe. It was a lot. What in the world was that? And so he's tormented in the hells by succubuses forever, as punishment. He feels nothing but remorse at this point. Speaking to him, he will say how much he deserves it. Oh, that's not... It wouldn't let me say anything else. Okay, I just needed the inkwell. God friggin' dang it, I don't think that was supposed to happen. Okay, hold on. I just need to see some room here. That one's full. Okay. I wanted to leave him alive. Because normally he tells you that he feels repentant. He wrote his confession in his blood, which he mixed with ash to make ink. And then with the ink and... Oh, that's a nice amulet. Then you can go back to the library through that, and then with the ink and the quill, you can write your own story. Or, you can go back here and rewrite the novel. So you arrive... Oh, these all replenished. Okay, I need some more room. I didn't know those were going to be replenished. Let's see if that's enough room. So basically I rewrote it so that William was a knight and a beast one. And so he just rolled in and killed everyone and felled the devil and saved her. He also had... This is what I was talking about when I said I only recently learned it. I didn't know that you could do this until, like, now. It took me until my last playthrough to know this was an option. Well, it doesn't matter. They're in a storybook, but still. Be my honor as my lady's knight to aid you in its capture. So he says he'll help you capture the knight or the wise wind. Rewrite the central argument. Go inside. You find the guy forgiven, or you find an archangel telling you that he's forgiven. So he and the knight will now help me take down the wise wind, which I can write a story in which I can capture it. Because it dwells within the knowledge, basically, inside a book. You have to write that you found it, and then go into the book to capture it. That's why you need the ink and the quill. Where treasure lay buried along a storm coast. That's actually funny. Yeah, so then they're here. Here's some loot. I always forget you can do that. And then the Wise Wind itself.
Perish as you should.
300 experience for that kill. Alright, so that's one of the wins. The Wise Wind is mine. And there we go, back in the library. So the Wise Wind lets you cast Legend Lore and Owl's Wisdom, if you want to. I'm just gonna chuck that in here for now, because I'm gonna need it. It's a quest essential item. And yeah, I'm not doing the Arcanist and Crypt Tower this episode. I'll try to knock both those out next episode. This whole last chapter is kind of a slog for most of it. I mean, it's cool, but also annoying at the same time. It's sort of an odd dichotomy. Well, now I gotta sell all of those bullets. That's the real annoying part here. Okay. That should be worth way more than it is. Then again, he doesn't give you anything for the right price. Alright, you can sell the quill. You can probably sell the ink too. There we go. Yeah, 76 for 99 of these things. Was it really worth it? I guess I've sold more skeleton knuckles for less money in the past, so I shouldn't be surprised that they're doing this to me now. This had to just be an oversight. Someone didn't realize what would happen if they made those things drop all of their bullets. Frankly, I might just be overreacting, but it is always annoying to me. Can you sell the ink? You can sell the inkwell too. Nice. See, even the game realizes the difference in value when it comes to charges and uses per day. Because the Gem of Seeing was worth several thousand, while the Gem of Brightness is only in the hundreds. Still sell the key. I don't know what treasure exactly this merchant prince thinks he's gonna get out of this city, because so far there's nothing but garbage. Okay, and then it looks like once you... It's probably it's probably the golems, when they were still alive, that were keeping me from resting anywhere. And now that they're dead, I'm free. Okay, well that's all the exploration I'm going to be doing for this one. I'm going to run myself up to the Crypt Tower, so that I can just be there at the start of the next one. The Crypt Tower's real annoying, but so is the Arcanist Tower. And I'm not going to be super thorough with the Arcanist one, I'm just going to say that now. They have these annoying shadow portals on one thing that keeps teleporting you between the shadow plane and the regular plane on the same level of the tower, and it's confusing and annoying to navigate. You need stupid pearls to go through the portals in the first place. I just hate every second of it. And so I'll loot along the way, but don't expect any thoroughness out of there. Besides, there's nothing truly essential in there. Just open these. Okay, so that's going to be it for this one then. Got one of the winds down. Basic area is clear. Just got to do the other towers. So yeah, probably 2 more episodes. I think. That's maybe. Yeah, the last one might be a little longer, because the Temple of the Winds itself is friggin' massive, but I'm going to go ahead and say 2 more episodes, and then I'll be done with Shadows of Undrentide. So that's it for this one then. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.